Good morning, people. How are we? I hope we're well and living a dream. So you joined me sat in my CRZ. Yeah, today is a good day, as you can probably tell by the title. The Civic has been away for around 6 weeks, 7 weeks. Pretty much getting just a new front end change. I'm quite tired. It's a bit early in the morning, but you wouldn't be able to tell because the sun's out, which I'm not complaining about at all. My friend's coming to get me in his crusty, rusty pickup truck. No, I'm joking. he's taking me there so we could both get it. He's excited as I am, or he is excited, but not as excited as I am. So yeah. Anyway, this is as much as a vlog as I could possibly do. I'm not really one for vlogging like that, but I'll try and bring you along with the journey as authentically as I can. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Alright, we're on the road now. This is John. Everyone say hello to John. Yeah, he's got coffee on his shirt because he's a melt. But yeah, we're in a rust bucket. Is that what you called it?
This is the rusty truck. It takes after your Honda.
The disrespect, that's so unnecessary. And this is the owner of an RB5, bear in mind. But yeah, no, we're on our way. I don't even know how far we are. We're probably about, what, nearly like 2.5 hours or so out? If not more.
Something like that.
I've got to show you guys this real quick. Hold up. Look at the maps.
I used to have a Type R years ago.
He actually did used to have a supercharged Type R. I'll put in the blurry video of it, or drive by it here. Yeah, can't wait. You reckon it's gonna look sick, right?
Yeah, it will look good. I actually wanted this bumper, you know, that Mugen style.
The Aero one.
The Aero one, yeah, for such a long time. Never got one.
Yeah.
They never come up in silver. And like nothing comes up in silver. So yeah, you have to just get one and get it painted or. Yeah,
it's who you know. Shout out to Tezza again. But yeah, I think the next time I check in with you guys will actually be when I've got the car, not at the paint shop because they're really busy, and plus I don't think they'd want to be on camera, but yeah, when I've got the car, and I'll do a little walk around or something somewhere. Catch you guys in a bit. It's been quite a few days since I picked up the car, right? But it's here. I drove it to like my usual photography spot, and this ain't gonna be, I mean, it's not a proper reveal, but I'm impatient and I want to show you guys. There's quite a lot to talk about when it comes to paint work. A lot I learned, a lot of do's, a lot of don'ts. But overall, has it been worth it? 100%. So yeah, this is it. So I've got like a Mugen bumper here, Aero bumper. It's a replica, it's not the real thing. It's still so good. I want to shout out Tezza for the Jay's Racing rep bumper as well. The Mugen Girl I found on Facebook Marketplace, again, that's its own story, really and truly, but yeah. Also, keen-eyed viewers will notice a change of plate. My other one has gone back, has gone on my daily, the CRZ. Roof rust, completely gone. The new sill is going in on Tuesday, along with a windscreen change, because of, again, typical body shop stuff. But yeah, overall, like on camera, right now, remember, this car is not super duper clean. It's really not right now. I'd say it's like, only really because of the fact it's just been painted. It looks, let me face it here so you guys see it, but it looks good. It might look good on camera, but it's dusty and stuff, and I can't wash it for like another week or so. Even though I made the mistake of washing it the day after I picked it up. It's worth noting I picked it up 3 days after it had actually been finished painted, but still, I haven't polished it or coated it with anything or whatnot, so it's still fine, it's still good. But yeah, it's pretty much a whole front end display. So let's go over like what I've done. The front wings, they've been resprayed. The arch trims have not. I'll get onto that later. The roof rust is done. The pillars blended, along with the doors. Bonnet, grill. The grill was already pre-painted, so that's not touched. Bumper for sure. And also on the bonnet, when I got this bonnet, bear with me 1 second, it was fully white. It's been painted underneath, right, and also at the top. I don't even really know what to say, man. It's so good. It's so good. This front light here, the brackets on it are really a problem now. Like, it's been a problem for a while. There's a story behind that for another day, but I do need to replace it. But yeah, I don't even know, man. The whole car, yeah, it's dope. I'm gonna go over these, like the things with paint. I think I'll do like a sit down talk about it, because this is its own topic. There's quite a few people that may be going over for a respray and things like that. It's important to know things that I learned. I initially wanted the whole car to be resprayed, but then I learned about paint blending and ultimately how much cheaper it is to just get the front done if I needed to just get the front done, which is what I really wanted. So yeah, man. It's just good. It's just fantastic. And you know, the funniest thing is with the vented bonnet, and the fact that I actually got the exhaust made quieter, again, that's its own video too. I'm gonna do like a future plans with this car, immediate future plans, like things I've got pipeline. Also, I've actually got more parts for this car to go on. Again, I'll touch on that soon. But yeah, man, this is it. The beast is back. Yeah, I tell you what, I'm gonna cut to me sat down at my desk, like you guys know the format, and then I'll go over everything about it. Yeah, in a bit. Right, hello, we're back at home. So yeah, it's been a minute since I've sat in front of the camera and actually spoken for a bit, so yeah, let's do so. Paint, bodywork. So like I said in the previous clip, I'm just going to go over a couple of things if people are thinking of doing or getting bodywork done. Tips, things I've learned, things that surprise me, because there's a few. And also, I think one of the biggest things is it's more about who you know rather than what you know, and also judge by what their what's what I'm looking for, what their reputation is as well. So yeah, a couple of disclaimers before I go on forward. People are going to ask me how much I paid for it. I'm not going to tell you exactly how much I paid for it, but it was a lot less than I thought, and it was less than 2K. That's all I'll say. Quite a bit less. But yeah, that's about it. It was ultimately a friend of a friend that kind of sorted me out. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say to it. Even if you message me about it privately, I'm not going to say anything about it because they've asked for me to ultimately just keep it kind of under wraps for their own reasons, and that's that. Now moving on, one of the first things, so just to kind of recap of what I got painted, the front two wings, American people call them fenders, the bonnet, the bumper, I had the roof rust done and painted obviously, and then the pillars were blended along with the doors. So yeah, the first thing I learnt is you're pretty much liable for the safety of your own glass. What does that mean? If when they're doing body work you haven't, like for example the roof rust, which I'll get onto a little bit further on, there's pretty, if it's severe, the windscreen has to come out, and then they have to pretty much sand it down, or even like depending on how bad it is, cut it off, and then yeah, go back to painting over it so they get rid of all of the rust. Now I was fortunate when I had mine done because mine didn't have to come out, and I'll put some photos up maybe now or whenever in the video of what it looked like, where it was back down to actual bare metal, so the windscreen didn't have to come out. But in the process of doing so, they told me before I dropped the car off, if the windscreen gets damaged or any glass gets damaged, it's ultimately my liability for it. They put that disclaimer out at the beginning, and apparently that's actually normal practice for all body shops. I mean, windscreen claims on insurance isn't really that bad. I mean, it's like £90 excess or something like that. So yeah, done, happy deal. But yeah, it's good to know, or try and see if you can get in contact, if you're having your whole car done, try and get in contact with just someone who, like an independent glass person, because normally they can quote you on a cash in hand job, and it's actually not really that bad if you're talking about like a 3-door car with what, the windscreen, side front windows, back rear windows, and the back window. It's not bad. So yeah, it's something that's a hint and tip to bear in mind. It's something I nearly done. Like I said, I was actually planning to get the whole car repainted, but in the end I changed that because I wanted to throw some of the extra money that I had in my budget towards getting other parts for the car, which you'll find out later on in the future. So yeah, windows and glass, that's important. The other thing as well is the prep work. So for example, with my car, where I had the Mugen Aero bumper and the bonnet, I mean, I could have taken the car to them with all of the standard stuff on it already. So the bumper and all that stuff that I had anyway. But it would have cost me more for me to take it to them. They trim the wheel arches, because that's what you have to do with the Aero bumper, because it all kind of tucks into the bumper. It's not like the standard Type R bumper. And yeah, even just trying to fit the bumper, because it's a rep, as well as the fact that it's fiberglass, it's a bit fiddly. So if I had done that, I would have added easily another £300 to £400 on my bill. So yeah, myself and my dad, we did it on the driveway, and yeah, it was good, real good. Annoying, but good. So yeah, that's that, which was cool. So that's one to bear in mind. It's always the prep work that makes, it's mainly the prep work that makes your cost for body work more or less. If you're someone that knows how to like sand down body panels as well, like completely sand them down, smooth them out, paint strip it and whatnot, you make it even less. There's less work for them, so that's good to know. The roof rust. So I thought that mine could have been a little bit more severe, because the second you hear rust, you never ever have hope. This is a Honda life, this is a Japanese life at that too. So yeah, but mine was actually very minor. Like I said, I've got photos, so I'll put them up if you haven't seen them already. I don't know how I'm doing this. This is a quick video just to kind of update you guys on the car, what's happened with it, how long I didn't have it, etc. So yeah, and it was to be sorted, and it looks fantastic. Also, roof rust, talking of roof rust, you see the whole thing with the seal, which is what causes the roof rust. There is a replacement one that Honda brought out after the FN2 was released, I believe, which doesn't pinch the paint, causing water to get in there and then rust to come out. So yeah, have one of those on deck. If you don't, I'm gonna put a link to the one that was sent to me to buy. So yeah, I'm getting a new windscreen on Tuesday. I'm filming this now. I don't even know when. Basically, I'm getting a new windscreen super soon, and the seal, the windscreen seal, is going to be put on as well. It's the new one. So yeah, that'll be great. The time scales. So here it is. I don't know if this applies to all body shops, but I've been told by a very, very, very reliable source. Source is that if someone quotes you, if a body shop quotes you, what, say 2 weeks, at least double it. And they're right. My car was only meant to be gone for 4 weeks. I ended up without it for 7. I'm not complaining. I have a daily driver now, the CRZ, which I will do a video on. Maybe I should just stop parking here. I wasn't in a rush to have it back. This car is now, the FN has now completely become my toy. I plan on using it on track. I know I've just had it painted. I don't care. I'm still going to use it on track. And if anything, I'm going to damage the paint more commuting or driving places on the road where they've done this loose gravel nonsense that councils love to do these days, and I get stone chips. On track, because I'm only really going to see hot rubber. And I didn't affect my car last time. So yeah. And obviously just weekend driving on the road as well. So yeah. Just be prepared. There's going to be delays, and if anything, the wise way to approach it is to just let them have their time with it. If you haven't sorted out another mode of transport in between the time the car is away, always factor that in, because you never know what delays are going to come with. Like, I got given 3 days to pick up the car, 3 separate days to come and pick up the car, and they all got cancelled, until eventually I literally got a picture of the car and I was like, okay, yeah, now it's definitely ready. And aside from that, I think that's it. Oh, the other last tip I'll do is actually be specific. Be very specific. Something I should have done with my job, but even then, it was still fine. Yeah, but there were little things that I wish I had said I could have got done. Yes, it would have made my bill more expensive, but at least I could have at least budgeted it from the beginning. That's just my fault. That's all on me. I cannot blame anyone else for that. The body shop that painted my car, they did a really, really good job, and I'm genuinely thankful with how it turned out. Again, I'm gonna do a proper video and a proper photo shoot, possibly, on this car when I can clean it, which brings me on to another point: cleaning it. So when the car was painted, it was sat for about 2 days or so. Then I got a picture from the body shop owner saying, yeah, it's ready to go. It had rained, it was dusty, so the car wasn't clean. So when I brought it back from Manchester and I brought it home, the next day I washed it, not knowing that you're not actually supposed to wash a car technically for about 2 weeks to like a month, even more, which scared me. When I think it was Matty Chat White, I was like, oh man, look, I watched the car, and then he was like, no way, and then he said it, and I was like, I got scared. But I didn't polish it or anything like that. I literally snow foamed it, light sponge over the paint, because I was just trying to take as much care as I possibly can not to get any kind of scratches or whatnot on it. And then I used a little quick detailer. That was it. I didn't polish it or anything like that. So yeah, just leave it for a while, even if it is dirty. And to be fair, the car, when it's dirty now, still looks so clean compared to when it's full of stone chips and just real weak paint. So yeah, and I think that's about it, if I'm being honest. If there's anything else I remember, I'll probably do a pinned comment or put it in the description, but that's about it. Now let's kind of go on to future plans for the Civic. So like I said, I've got things that I want to do with this car. I want to drive it a lot more now. I haven't had it for most of this summer, which is a strange thought. because it's literally been away for about like 7 weeks or so. I want to drive it more. I want to have fun with it more. And I want to do a lot more track driving. I did it once last year. I caught the bug from it, and that's literally been sat in the back of out of my mind. Now, I've already obtained some track wheels, which are Evo 8 M keys. Those that follow me on Instagram would have saw me post it on my story. And yeah, me and my friend, my boy Adam, who you would have seen on the channel, who did a car share and chat episode with me, we're possibly gonna do a track day later this year. I'm only saying possibly just in case it doesn't happen, but that is literally the plan that we're working towards. And yeah, I think I'm gonna start thinking about building my car more towards that. That's not to say I'm gonna strip it completely, like no interior at all. I've just sent the car for paint and everything like that. Like it's too nice to go that far with it. If it was if the car was grubby, then yeah, I would, but it's not. I think I'm just gonna go more club sport spec. I think that's it. So I can still use it on the road, and everything like that. And then I can also still be great on track. And yeah, I still just want to drive it. I just want to enjoy it. It feels and looks like a completely different new car to me. Not having it for a while, and obviously having access to another car where it's a lot more tame than the FN, like night and day. One car is built for comfort and is quite stylish. The other one is it's just a complete different. It's just completely different. So yeah. That's really the plans for the car. I'm not going to be running this car in the winter anymore, so yeah, it'll end up being a summer car, but that doesn't mean the videos are going to slow up. I've already got quite a few things filmed in the pipeline, and other things as well, just in general in the pipeline. Let me know if there's anything that you want me to cover that I haven't already on the channel regarding this car. Modifications, it's another thing. I've still got some more parts for this car to go on, and one of them is custom, so that's going to be quite interesting. And as and when that happens, again, that will be its own video, which should be super soon. I imagine within the next 2 weeks. And yeah, and then obviously in and around that, I'll still be doing the learning curve series, which has been a lot of fun filming and just being on set with, and even just making the videos and collaborating. It's good, it's great. So yeah, and just bringing another angle to the channel, really and truly. But anyway, enough waffle, guys, girls, people. Love you lot, and bye, I think. Au revoir.